Okay, just a week to go until the 2018 midterm elections. Please make some plans, give some thought to how you're going to vote. For 2 years, you complain about what goes on, but this is the day in which you can make a difference. 7 days more for candidates to make their case to voters. 7 days for the president to continue on his gamble that immigration fears are going to turn out his base. Let's look at what's on the table so far. Last night, the president stoked fears of the migrant caravan from Central America by claiming, quote, criminals and unknown Middle Easterners are mixed in. The president later admitted there is no proof of this claim. Yesterday, the Defense Department announced that 5,200 active duty troops, not reservists, active duty troops would deploy to the border with Mexico. That is substantially more manpower than we have currently fighting in Syria, for example. Last night, the president told Fox News the government would erect tent cities all over the place to house the migrants as asylum claims were processed, but agencies would not bear the cost of, quote, building structures and spending all of this, hundreds of millions of dollars. That's a quote from the president. And it's not just at the border where the president is making his play against immigration. Last month, the Department of Homeland Security proposed a new rule that would expand the definition of a public charge when considering green card applications. Now, you can't get a green card into this country until you've been here for a few years and done all the right things. But under the new rules, officials would be able to consider if the applicant is likely to enroll in Medicaid, use Section 8 housing vouchers, or utilize the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, that's SNAP, or food stamps, for any 9 months in a 3-year period. Someone determined to be a public charge would be deemed ineligible to become a legal permanent resident. Now the president is proposing to get rid of birthright citizenship, telling Axios, quote, it was always told to me that you needed a constitutional amendment. Guess what? You don't. Guess what, Mr. President? You do. Joining me now, NBC News national security and justice reporter Julia Ainsley. Julia, look, this is all politics right now, but there is overwhelming support in America for keeping birthright citizenship, except among a particular group that the president would like to turn out heavily during the elections.
That's absolutely right, Allie. I mean, it is enshrined in our 14th Amendment. If you think about Republicans as being constitutionalists and not wanting to change any of those rights that we have, this would go against that. So there are a number of Republicans who say, look, you are an American citizen when you were born here. That is a right. That is something our country has. I also want to point out that it is a lie that the U.S. is the only country that does this. Canada has this exact same right, Allie. Your home country, where you are born there. They just have a different term for this. But if you're born there, you are a Canadian citizen. So this seems to be catnip before the election. It is something that will rally up the base, get people talking about anchor babies, like the president threw around that term a lot during his own election. This was also a point that he came out with of his top priorities, as we can remember in early February of 2017 when he first came into office. He said he wanted to repeal this, but we've just not gone back to it because it's so hard to do, and it would certainly be near impossible to do through an executive action.
Hey, MSNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there and click on any of the videos here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more MSNBC for free every day with our newsletters. Just visit msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up now.